one missing. So the customer is suspecting his diverter valve is no good. Oh yeah, look at the oil coming out. So the customer is suspecting his diverter valve to be no good. Come on. Of course not, it's not dripping. There it goes. So basically what's happening is the PCV oil that goes through the turbo, it goes through the solenoid, the diverter valve, once the plastic diaphragm breaks. Even on the later style non-rubber diaphragm ones, the oil will eventually make its way past the solenoid through the connector. So this in itself, just due to the oil leak itself, because it can make a mess around here, is enough to warrant replacement of the diverter. But I'm going to take it out and we'll see if it's the old style with the rubber diaphragm, and then we'll replace it. Then you just remove the 3 Allen 5mm Allen bolts. And that's an oil line that hopefully will swivel out of the way. So there's one here, sorry, this one, and one more at the back. Make sure your Allen bit has a good seat, fully seated in the bolt. Otherwise, you're going to strip the bolt. And wow, this guy feels really tight. I think it's been locked. There's some Loctite on that bolt. I do not want to break the bolt. I don't want to strip it, and I don't want to. Well, the main thing is I don't want it to break in the turbo. This is how you're going to drill that out without removing the turbo. So this top one seems to be coming off pretty good. It's always those simple jobs, you know, that 5 bolts or less that can cause headaches. Here there's just 3 little bolts, but the emphasis on little. Yeah, you can see there's a bit of Loctite on here. So I'm going to have to try to work this last bolt, not the last one, the first one that I tried, back and forth. I'm just trying to get at the one that's in the back. No matter if you used a tripod or not, there's no way somebody would be able to show you where that bolt is. You just go work by feel, and then you just turn and hope for the best. This one's also fairly stiff to move, but it's coming. Depending on how the bolts look when they come out, you might want to chase the threads both on the bolt as well as in the turbo. I wouldn't put Loctite back on the bolts. More so I would put anti-seize. I have yet to see bolts come loose from regular driving. I haven't seen that. As long as the bolt is tight, it should stay in the turbo nut come loose. Again, sorry that I can't show it in detail, but like I said, you gotta work blind for this guy. So that's number 2, and the third one is the first one that I tried, which is down here. My tool is at an angle, slightly at an angle, but the bolt is turning. I'm going to try my longer Allen with the bolt. This is my longer Allen with the ball head. That one's better for working at an angle. And work with a cold engine. It's always nice when you get one. Customer just dropped off. Within 10 minutes you got to work on it. Customer will be back in an hour, and you've got your hand next to a very hot oil pan. Okay, bolt is free. To be honest, I haven't broken any before. I've been quite lucky. So this is the old style here. So this is the old style setup. Well, and look at how badly torn this guy is. Look at that, it's completely separated. So even though this guy is sealed here, there's boost that's able to sneak by this thing, and that's why it's setting that code. The newer version diverter valve doesn't use that plastic diaphragm, or I should say rubber diaphragm. See here, it works in a similar manner. The valve retracts like this to recirculate boost, and it does that here as well. I've only seen one of these. It was a brand new one off of a newer Volkswagen where it was sticking. So they don't really have the leaking issue like this one does in terms of breaking the rubber diaphragm or a rubber diaphragm, but these can stick, setting the same code. So first thing to look for is removing the connector, see if there's any type of oil. If there is oil, that's a sign that something's going on. Installation is in reverse of removal. Clean the bolts. I use a wire wheel, and then I put some anti-seize on it to make them easier to remove the next time around, if there is a next time. The other reason for 299 could be the wastegate. You can see the wastegate rod up there. If there's play in the wastegate, then it's not closing fully, and that can cause boost to trail behind specified. So that would be the next thing to check in terms of grabbing it with a long pair of pliers and trying to wiggle it.